Used to be done when nothing else could save a leg after injury or infection. Knee fusion eases the pain, but it also takes away a person's ability to bend their knee. However, as News Channel 5's Roxanne Stein reports, for those who had the fusion years ago, there may be a medical breakthrough to undo the once permanent procedure.
Anthony Logan loves the rush.
Being on a motorcycle is like a freedom that you can't describe.
He's back on his bike 10 years after a bad crash.
My knee actually got caught between two motorcycles.
17 surgeries and a raging staph infection followed. At the time, doctors told him to fuse it or lose it.
You see that it's a solid bridge of bone. This is where his joint would have been.
He had his knee fused, a permanent procedure where two bones become one and the knee doesn't bend.
It's kind of like an appendage that works as a peg leg and is there so you can ambulate, but pretty much for everything else, it's always in the way.
Dr. Henry Finn performs a risky surgery to unfuse knees.
They have to be willing and accept the risk of loss of their limb and be so desperate not to keep the fusion that they would accept that.
He cuts through the fused bone and implants a mechanical joint. The stems that anchor it extend almost from the hip to the ankle. The saw comes dangerously close to the major artery and nerve.
The saw must come through here and stop without injuring that artery.
Dr. Finn has done 50 operations. None of his patients have lost their leg. There was one case of infection. Dr. Finn discusses the risks with patients for at least a year before surgery. Annette Czajkowski is considering it. She's lived with a fused knee for 30 years. Simply sitting is a chore.
It's even hindered working. People don't want to hire you.
For Anthony, the risk paid off. He didn't just do it for himself, he did it for these little guys. A dad who can now get down on their level.
They're my pride and joy.
Knee fusions are still occasionally done in younger patients when an implant isn't an option because it will wear out too soon. For more information, go to WPTV.com and click on Seen on 5. Roxanne Stein, WPTV, News Channel 5.